Okay. So I figure last week I was going to do a video, me riding to Montauk Point, the lighthouse in Montauk. And for some unknown reason, my camera stopped working just as soon as not even a minute, 2 minutes into the recording. And I did this whole video, I thought that I was doing a video, but 20 minutes long, me going down the lighthouse, stopping, looking at the lighthouse, coming back up, going into the overlook, to find out that my camera had stopped. And I think it was due to the battery being dead. So I make sure the camera is charged up, and I'm going to do the same thing over again. I'm going to take a ride to the lighthouse. And let you guys all see the lighthouse in Montauk. So if you're a fan of the TV show The Affair on Showtime, is based out of a couple in Montauk. The main character, which is the girl, she works at the Lobster Roll, which is a restaurant right on the Montauk stretch. It's actually in a Magansett. If I have enough battery, enough card, I'll show you it on my way back. Today's Tuesday, so mostly all the visitors have gone. Only a few left behind. So I'm heading out to the Montauk Lighthouse right now. On the way up, I will show you on the TV show, the main couple had a horse ranch. I'm going to show you what the ranch is. That ranch used to be owned by singer Paul Simon. I don't know if it still is. Back in the 90s, he used to do like a concert out here every summer. That's back in the 90s. I remember well because I used to come out here to do deliveries. I used to remember the Paul Simon concert. We'll be up and that's all over the radio, posters everywhere. So if you haven't been living under a rock lately, there's a few movies that have been shot out here in Montauk. That's one called Paper Man, I think, with Jeff Daniels, was shot out here. And there's that TV show, The Affair, which is based out of a couple in Montauk. And there's a few other movies that have been shot out here. So last week I was doing the same thing, and around this spot my camera just completely stopped. I mean, I usually feel it when it starts vibrating. I mean that it's cutting off, but I don't know what happened. I just felt the camera vibrate shutting off. So this is Classic Bike Rider taking a ride to the Montauk Lighthouse. It's about 65 degrees. I'm glad that I brought my jacket. When I put it on at my house, it was kind of warm. And I was thinking, well, maybe I take it off, put it in my bag, but I'm glad I didn't. This is chilly. It's like 65 degrees. You can actually feel the cold wind. Unspeakably cold for this time of year. It's going to be May, Wednesday. Tomorrow will be the first. Tomorrow is the 1st of May, and it's consistently cold, freaking cold. The summer started 25th, it was, first day of summer. Here we are, 65 degrees. So we're coming up to the Helm Hollow Ranch. I think that's where it's called. That used to be owned by Paul Simon. I try to keep my helmet pointed that way, the camera pointed that way. You can see it. That's the same ranch, Deep Hollow Ranch. And that's where they used to film in on that show. That was part of the family's legacy, that ranch. So you can see from here, that's the overlook. I'll try to stop there on the way back. You can see the water from here. How well it's up in the camera. It's a nice view out here. It's nice. Now in the summer, I mean, to come visit it would be nice. I will live out here. There's too many deer, Lyme disease. My wife already got Lyme disease twice. Deer tick. There's so many diseases that have been carrying over from the freaking deer ticks. Not only that, after me driving, like I could be riding right now, and the deer ticks across in front of me, and I can hit it. They don't come out much during the day, but at night, forget it. And the worst thing is they stop in the middle of the road. You don't see them until it's too late. So this is one way in and one way out. There's no other way to come this way to the lighthouse. So if you ever come to Montauk, you want to come see the lighthouse, there's only one way in and one way out. This is called Montauk Highway, and it ends right at the lighthouse. You can see the speed sign started to change. They're going to be coming up to the end. Pretty soon you're going to see the sign. I'll stop. I'll try to stop and look at the signs so you can guys see it. Yeah, so last Monday I did the same road, and I'm doing all this and recording and talking. And when I'm about to finish the video, the signal, I press the camera, stop recording, and nothing happened. You can see right there, Montauk Point, State Park. And this is a loop around. This road is a loop. So there's only, from here on, there's only one way. So if you go down, you just have to come around that way, because there's only one way in and one way out. So as soon as we clear this corner, you can start seeing the lighthouse. You can see it now. The Montauk Lighthouse, historic Montauk Lighthouse. I'll stop in the front and let you look at the sign. It should be kind of dead today, because most of the out-of-towners come on Sundays. So how about that? There's kind of a few people walking around. There's no stopping, but I'm just going to stop real quick and let you look at the sign. I'll stop up in the corner like I did last week. And take a look around so you guys can see. What a nice view. Man, that's a beautiful view. I won't go down there because I don't know how that road ends. Well, I can find my neutral now. Okay, here we go. Alright. Take my other camera, take a couple of pictures. Boy, if you stop, you can actually feel the heat, but the wind is cold. So let me just tape up a little bit with this camera. Oh yes, slide that in the video. You can see the view. Oh man, that water looks gorgeous. Wow. I'll take a couple of snapshots. Also, don't let me take a snapshot while it's recording, so I'll stop the recorder. Take a snapshot. Take a snapshot. And let me see how well can I get the picture of the lighthouse without shaking. Beautiful. Yeah, you guys will love coming down here. So, in the meantime, let me check, see if I'm still recording. I can see. Yep, I'm still recording. Thank God. Alright. So this is the Montauk Point, the end. They call the end because there's no other way to go but back out. There's no one way in, one way out. You can go anywhere else from here. I hear a motorcycle or plane? It's a plane. Alright, so I hear it, but I can see it. I made a video a few years ago when I had my scooter, but I was holding the camera with one hand because the scooter's automatic, so I only needed the hand to put my signal lights on. But I did. I made the video. I came around here. I think I'm gonna go back and look at the video now. That's for that restaurant, because there's no other way out of here. I'm gonna stop at that overlook. I'm gonna need gas soon. I'll probably head straight out to the gas station. I'm not getting gas around here because it's awfully expensive. and I pay $301. So I put a premium on this thing. $301. Over there, out here, it'll be almost close to $4 for a gallon of premium. But that's what you get. You know, you leave at the end. So this is called Old Montauk Highway. Bye! No point of going fast because I'm not going anywhere important. I'm hungry, that's about it. So let me see, this is the overlook. I think I'm gonna pull over at the overlook up ahead. Alright, so the next uphill is the overlook. Overlook. I came last fall before the end of the season with my snapshot camera. I didn't have my I didn't have a helmet camera or anything. I just took a bunch of pictures. Oh, this place is beautiful. I don't know if you can see that very well. Too bright, maybe it gets washed out with the sun. But look at that view. Let me point at that sign for a little more. And people do a lot of trail hiking around here. Let me go over there. Let me take my key just in case. Actually, I know nothing's gonna happen, but if someone see me, they probably think I'm crazy talking to myself, but I'm talking to all you YouTubers. It's funny how people like to watch this video. I like to watch a lot of MotoVloggers video. This is the Montauk. This is what I watch just now. See this loop? That's the lighthouse. And this is the little corner that I was tapped into. And let me see. What is the overlook? That's where I'm at right now. The overlook. Deep Hollow Ranch. You can see it right here. It's kind of big. Actually, there's a lot of little roads around here. They're all dead ends, but you can see all those little side roads over here. This is called Old Montauk Highway, and it looks, yeah, there's a gate, so there's a private road there. There's no way to get out of it. Over here, you just got. Especially this one goes around, loops around. You can see. And I would take a ride down to the fisheries, but I've done that already, and I'm gonna need gas, so I'm just gonna head straight back out to East Hampton. But hey, that's my baby. 1986 GS 550L. A little rough, but she's my baby. She's going. I gotta get tires in the front and back probably next week. I gotta find someone that can do my front forks, so I can't do it myself. I'm looking to replace these with pair of those. I have, when I bought this turn signal light, those LEDs, came in a set of 4, but they're a little too little. I want something bigger. And now after I put them on, I said, well, I already took the old ones off. They work, but I want something bigger. And the only problem that I was having locating ones for the front is because this is a 2-way. I mean, it stays on, the driving light, and then the blinkers. And I just discovered there's this thing called Magic Blinker Genie, which is called Magic Blinker, which turns a 2-way, a 1-way light into a blinker, which means it has 1 wire coming out to the light, and it has 3 wires in the back. 1 that hooks to the blinker, 1 that hooks to the hot wire, and 1 to the ground. So when the light's not blinking, it's on, and then when you turn the blinker, it just starts to blink. It's designed specially for LED lights because there's no 3-way LEDs. I'm looked and haven't been able to locate any. And everything, when I do a LED turn signal 3-way, nothing shows up. But that showed up. That Blinker Genie, formerly Magic Blinker. So it costs $29 for a pair. But this is all I'm gonna need, 1 for each side. I already have it on my wish list on Amazon. I'm gonna get them probably, but I'm gonna do see if I can find any bigger turn signals. Alright, I'm gonna head back out. I'll see if I have enough battery to record all the way out to the Lobster Roll, which is the restaurant used in that movie, that TV show. It's got a strong headwind, so I don't know how good I'm coming up in the microphone. There's another overlook on the other side of Montauk when you start to leave Montauk. That I haven't stopped in the motorcycle, but it's always stacked. There's always cops in there, and I just don't want to give them a reason to stop me because I'm a motorcyclist. I got a backpack and all the shit that is going on in the news. They might just pull me over just because they can. And I don't have patience to deal with cops. I'll tell you that. I'll get arrested immediately because I'll tell them what it is. Let's go, Piper! Old Big Red. I think I'm gonna name it Old Big Red. It's red, gold, not that big, only 5 feet. tell you, the next motorcycle that I will get, if I get a new motorcycle, probably a CB 550 or 500, either a CTX 700 or a Glowwing. Actually, I like all kinds of motorcycles. Whatever I get is what I get. Because as long as it has two wheels, even a freaking Can-Am Spider, so cool. There's nothing like the feel of two wheels and the open wind. Oh, I love it. I couldn't wait for the freaking warm weather to get here so I can take this baby out. And every day in April, no, actually March. And I don't know if you've seen my video that I've posted like the day after my birthday. 2 days after my birthday, March 10 or 11. The first start of spring. We just had a snowstorm the day before. Just mostly ice. Wow, that would have hurt. I don't know if you heard that. The stone hit my windscreen, my helmet. That would have hurt. I remember the first bike I had. My first bike was 1980 GM 400T. It was green, and the way I came about that bike, I was actually riding around the neighborhood where I lived. It was a Saturday. It was March. I think it was a week before my birthday, or 2 weeks before my birthday. I was riding, and I saw this bike parked in the front yard of someone's house. And I said, oh, this bike looks like it's not been ridden. Didn't have plates or anything. It looked kind of like abandoned, so I waited a couple of days and went back again. Actually, a week. I went the next following week, and the bike was still there, the same spot, not moved. So I figured I knock on the house, I knock on the door. Nobody answered. So I decided to leave a note in the mailbox. And back in those days, there was no internet. In 93, well, there was, but there was not popular. I didn't have a computer or anything. What I did have was white pages. White pages was for like person's phone numbers. The yellow pages was for businesses. The white pages was for regular people. And because I knew the street address and the house number, I looked up the phone number, see if it was in the white pages, and sure enough, it was there. So I called the number, like late that day. Someone answered, and I asked if that was the house with the Honda parked in the front yard. He said yes. I said, my name is Carlos. I left a few notes. I was wondering if you're selling the bike. And he goes, yes. And in fact, I'm selling it. Got it from a friend of mine. He moved to Connecticut. And I never did anything with it. He just had it and never registered or anything. But he did sign the title. And out here in New York State, you have to have a title signed out to you. And if you sign the title and don't do anything with it, that title is ruined. You have to actually get a title in your name so you can transfer that title to somebody else. Pain in the ass, but it works. It's been like that forever. So I asked him how much he wanted for the motorcycle. He said $300. Really? That's it? And I said, yeah. I haven't started in about 3 or 4 months. I said, oh, no problem. I never rode, it was my first motorcycle. I never knew how to ride a motorcycle before that day. I've been in the back of a motorcycle, but I never drove one. So I asked him, well, would you take $200 and something else in exchange? And he was like, what do you have? So I have a sound system, and I had a stereo in the house, a receiver with 2 speakers, and an equalizer and all that stuff. And he goes, well, I'll come look at it. So he came and he heard it going. He said, okay, deal. So deal was sealed. I gave him $200 for my sound system, and I got the motorcycle. I went to his house, pumped a little air into the tires because they were a little flat. Sprayed some starting fluid in it. It had the gas from where he parked it. Started it up. And sure enough, she fires up. And I told him, hey, can you ride it to my house for me? Because I don't have a license, and I never drove a motorcycle before. I said, sure. So I drove it to my house, and that was March. It was the beginning of March on my birthday. Once I had it at my house, I started cleaning it up. I went to DMV, got the learner's permit book. I read that thing in the night, 2 nights. I read it, and I wrote down all the answers to all the questions in the notebook. So I wrote down the questions. I read a chapter, and at the end of this chapter, there was the answers, the questions and the answers. So I write down the questions, and I read down the answer, and then I studied that for about a couple of days. Then I went to DMV and got my learner's permit, a motorcycle learner's permit. It was March 1993. Turns out that a week later, we had a blizzard. On 10th of March 1993, we had a blizzard. And we were all snowed in. So I chose that time to keep cleaning the bike. And by me having the bike in the center stand, I was able to practice the clutch, shift, and all that stuff. So I figured, you know what, not registered, but I just go around the neighborhood and practice. And it was no outside. I had no helmet. Well, I had no helmet. Yes, I had a open face helmet. And I went around the block a few times, and it was so freaking cold that I started getting this frostbite on my fingers. My hands were so cold that it started to hurt. They were numb. I got home, put the bike in the garage again. They just came in the house. My hands were so cold. So right around here, my SD card gets full. My camera stopped recording yet again. And I continue talking and talking until I get to the gas station, until I realize my camera is off. And I didn't even get to show you the lobster roll. Oh well, that's always next week.